You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome everybody to All in Our Heads podcast, quarantine edition still.
Sunday edition.
What?
Sunday edition, because we do Sundays and hump day.
Sunday is the hump day. Yeah, doing it early, trying to bang this one out, so maybe we can enjoy.
Trying to get some light. I'm trying to get some light instead of having to set up a light, and when you put the light on, there's so many bugs, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, and time doesn't matter during this weird time in the world. It's like, yeah, what time you want to do it? Whatever time. We're all free. We're all.
Yeah, no one's.
Yeah, there's nothing. That's like, what was it like? They're like, yeah, things are opening up this week. It's like, but can you go anywhere? Like you could go out of the house, but where are you gonna go? They ain't
right.
Nothing opening up where you're like, wow, let's go out with our friends.
And here's another thing. Other than sitting down in a nice restaurant that maybe you used to go to once a month as your family, what do you do? What do most of you people do? Most of you people do is you go to work, you come home, you sit down, you do nothing. Now all of a sudden you got to get back to doing nothing. Where you going? You're going to hang out at the arcade every night? You guys don't do anything.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, people who work at night, maybe people who are nightlife guys, work in bars and stuff like that. Okay, you missed the nightlife. But most of the mooks on our Facebook page, they ain't going nowhere ever.
No.
You've never seen them do anything. They barely. Some of them are comedians. They barely go out. Give me a break.
Yeah. It's so true.
Got to get out to doing stuff. Like what? What did you do? Go to fucking Bed Bath & Beyond for your wife on a Sunday? What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess this is because I'm friends with mostly comics. Other than like, there's a lot of comics who are just like, enough's enough already. We got to get back. It's like, I don't think you guys understand how not getting back we are to what we do. Like, you guys are really. I mean, listen. Yeah, we'll be performing in fields and campfires and parking lots, but. If you think clubs are coming back in any big way, like what the boom is over. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but these guys can't make money on us anymore at half capacity, especially if they don't have a liquor license. Guys with a liquor license, they can make it because booze sells.
Yeah, and you're not coming out of this like you went into it, that's for sure.
No.
You think we're coming? You think it's just lights back on? No. It's different. It's going to be different. I'm mentally and emotionally prepared that it's going to be different. Hopefully, though, I feel that in our wheelhouse of Knights of Columbus, American Legions, and firehouses, they may come back a little quicker.
Yeah.
And not have a huge impact financially on us because they don't have that rent half capacity horseshit that they.
And it's not their business. It's not like their everyday business.
Right.
I'm just sitting here and not that I'm. Even my therapist tells me I'm too negative about it, and I'm just like, I know. I said I feel like I'm just trying to propel myself into what else I could do creatively. Like I don't want to have so much hope where I'm not actively pursuing something else creatively that could not fill the space, but make money. You know what I mean? Like we do want to have some sort of show business going on in our lives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I say if you just live one day at a time, just live in the moment.
Yeah.
You got whatever's coming your way, you're doing. If somebody emails you and says, hey, there's gigs, there's gigs. If not, just create every day, do your thing. It's not how it's going to come back and how it's going to impact and are we going to be able to survive? I don't know. It's fucking, we're not there yet. I'm here now.
No.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it's going to come back to.
No, I'm not trying to think of it in that way. I'm just trying, But we've got all those guys that were in the previous comedy boom in the 80s that just were like they didn't want to do anything different and new. They just thought they were going to come back making
right.
and it just never happened.
True. Now, but you can say, hey, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to do something now, not because that's dead. No, because you're going to do something now. And if that comes back to life and you get a fucking club weekend, you're like, oh, I'll do that weekend. Cool. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, to say that it's over. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't want to hear that.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, that's like saying to, like, you know, like half the restaurant workers, you better get another job. They ain't opening for you. You forget about that. It's like, I know, but that's why I don't know what else to do. I'm a waiter.
Actually, all my negativity about it came from listening to big time restaurant owners, like on podcasts like Joe Rogan, and seeing them on like these YouTube shows where they're just laying out financial. Like first they were like, this one guy was like, they want me to do outside dining. How do I know how to order food for that week? I don't know if the weather is going to be too hot for people to eat. Is it
going to be a rainy weekend week?
I can't. I don't know how to like operate under the elements. Be it
right? I mean? Yeah.
Like it's
the people who are
what?
There's people who are blindly optimistic.
Yeah.
I don't mind. And then there's other people who are like, hey, man, I just got to figure this out and do this until things change. And if they don't change, I'm doing this is what I'm doing right now. Like there's people who can look at it realistically. And then there's people who have to be just gloom and doom. You know what I mean? There's some people who are just so unrealistic about the opening.
Yeah. Can you put your mic away? I think that problem was happening again. I think it's like over modulating. Try it that way. Yeah.
How about, hey, there's Frankie's sister. Hey, Leslie.
I
was going to go visit today. I was going to go today. I got a slow start to my fucking afternoon, and I had to. I called my therapist at 2:30, and I was going to go at like 12:30. Go hang out with him. I haven't been there in it's been a year.
You going in person
to see Frank?
Oh, I thought you said your therapist.
No, Frank.
Okay.
So I haven't been to Frank in a year. Because where he's at in the cemetery, it's muddy. It's always muddy. It's like the runoff of the top of the fucking cemetery runs down to there, and it's full of mud. So it's like if it rains today, that's gonna be muddy for 5 days.
Right.
So I'm always like, I gotta wait till it dries up. So I'm like, when's the last time it rained? So I was digging today. I'm like, it rained. There's rain a while ago. It's dry in my backyard. I'm like, it's probably dry there. I'll go today, and then I got a slow start. And I never went.
Are you going to yell at Leslie for only saying hello to you like you yell at my friends for only saying hello to me?
Because I said hi to her. And then you did too, but it was in the middle of... No, I'm not going to... No.
I'm kidding. Matt is back. He said, glass full or half empty, just happy to have a glass. Matrix says there is no glass. Now, I'm trying to... Listen, I'm dealing with my therapist. I'm trying to be a glass half full guy. I mean... you know what happens is I talk to club owners.
Right.
Like I in my head be like, yeah, I can't wait. Then you talk to club owners like, yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this, and I'm like, all right.
Now, truth of the matter is maybe some of the clubs that employ us may never be able to come back.
Oh, good. She said hello. Hi, Leslie, my #1 fan.
Truth is, some of the clubs that we work at regularly may not be able to come back.
Yeah.
At our level, the clubs that we work may not be able to survive. The next level up, we weren't really working those clubs anyhow, and they might squeak by, but we're not getting in for a while. So that's why it's just like, hey, you know what, man?
Can't even think about it.
Can't even think about it.
Yeah, I gotta just not think about it. I just got to push it out of. I got James. The Comedy Shop is doing an outdoor show July 18th, and
that's good.
I'm excited about that because at least they're out of their cars. And even though outdoor comedy, I've done it in outdoor, like these like little local amphitheaters, and it's okay,
Right.
But I'm just curious of like what the sound is going to be like. What laughs with the mask on? Like
right.
Like. You have to really listen. We're gonna be like, you can tell a joke, be like, eh? Okay.
Maybe give them all like a little, like a thumbs up, thing they can hand up too, so you can hear them laugh, and then they'll put thumbs up. Like, I see all the thumbs up. I got it. I did good on that one.
Or like Pat Grillon used to, back in the day, she used to have like the comedy competition called Digging for Gold, and and then they'd pay someone like me or like Conti to like close the show out after the amateurs, and you'd have to. It was kind of cruel in a way. She didn't mean it to be, but I think it just turned out that way. Where if you like the person, you put up these gold flags, and if you weren't, it was black flags.
Right.
You know, so but like one time we went and Conti was headlining, so we had to hang out, and the whole time he was up there, we were black flagging him the whole time.
I just love that they would have given him a black flag, but he wasn't in the competition.
He wasn't in the competition. Yeah, I think not hearing laughs will be good enough. Like, I don't want like a visual aid to let people know they hate me. Be like,
That's
not
true.
only are we laughing, but we're waving the white flag for you to surrender to your mediocrity. Can you please?
But maybe no flag for negative, just no thing for like one thing for positive. So you hear laughter.
But if you don't see no flags, you know it's going to be. Because here's the thing. You see no flags, you're going to know it's negative. You're going to think it's negative. But it could be they just keep forgetting to do the flag because it's new.
Right.
So you could be killing thinking you're bombing because they're not keeping up their end of the bargain.
Like in the middle of your show, like everybody's got their flags, right? So then I just want to make sure everybody had a flag because I haven't seen a lot of flags. I'm just everyone got one at the door, the flags. Okay.
Yeah. That lady in the back, she was waving her flag for me pretty good. She gets me.
People be more like her. Flag, wave your flag.
Yeah, she's got a tick, Joe. She can't help but wave the flag.
She's actually been waving to the waitress.
Yeah. She was having an epileptic seizure. She was waving for help. You thought you were killing.
The plastic clapping hands, horrible idea.
Yeah, that's bad.
Remember we were at a show? Remember we were at like some show and they put those out? They thought that would be cute.
Yeah.
Remember? And they gave like little kazoos. Remember that one show we were at? And they gave people kazoos. Everyone was like, "Meh." It's like, no, we're not doing it.
We can bang metal garage can lids together. Yeah. Well, the first show I'll just try with the mask laughters, like, because Matt says it'll sound like Bane from Batman. That'll be good.
Yeah, I just want to see faces.
That's the thing. That's what I like about this gig. Like, will it be perfect? Will it be a club? No, but it'll be the closest thing to what I used to do that's being offered currently. It's not.
Where did DeMayo get up? I saw DeMayo posted something that he got on stage for the first time in a long time.
Maybe we'll have him on Wednesday's podcast and we can ask him.
He said he goes, it never felt so good. He goes, I just couldn't believe how good it felt.
Yeah, what was it? Mark Norman posted his first 10 minutes of his first gig back at I guess it was the Addison Improv. And he just did like 10 minutes of COVID jokes, like from his notebook.
Really?
Just to, and you see the people like kind of scattered about and stuff.
Right. But I've seen some guys posting videos from clubs, and I don't see masks, and I hear laughter.
Yeah, no, the clubs aren't asking people to wear masks.
Okay.
I mean,
I
don't know why the outside one is, like, I can see if you have to go up and get drinks because they're selling drinks, but if you're sitting at your seat
right
6 feet away, you shouldn't have to, you should be able to pull it down. Like, kind of like when I go hiking, I have my mask to my chin. If I see people coming, I put it up. Like, I'm hoping we could do that with the comedy show and not make them suffocate for an hour and a half.
All I know is the Vegas email said all customers have to wear a mask. If they don't have one, they get there, they give them one.
I don't know how they're gonna drink. I guess straws. Or
I don't know.
Eat. I guess they can't eat. Do they serve food in that club?
Popcorn.
Everyone's gonna pull down their mask once they're sat. Once they're sat and the show's on, people are gonna go like this, start drinking, and by the time you get on, it's gonna be great.
Right.
You know what I mean? Slowly as the show goes on and people get drunk, because, I just can't see it happen. What does Matt say? I see people at work wearing face shields that are clear. I'm kind of disappointed I'm not shielded from seeing their face. Yeah, they designed those for people that read lips for deaf people.
Matt likes to come on to the All Our Has podcast and workshop.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, he's treating this like an open mic, the comment section.
I like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like it. It's fine.
It's like They told me to try comedy. I'm going to try it on their podcast.
He's got to wait for that class to start. He's gonna go there. He's gonna go there killing it. He's like, I worked all this out on Sundays and Wednesdays and sometimes Fridays, so I'm ready to go.
Jackie, what'd she say?
Scott,
Chin straps.
who?
There's a girl. Can you read
Chin
the
straps
comments?
look cute.
What do you mean, like if they have them down here? I don't. If it's cute on a fucking surgeon, maybe. But you know, the people who come to my shows, auto mechanics and fucking out of work construction workers. You know what I'm saying? That's usually my wheelhouse.
Favorite is when you see like these big like bikers or like big construction workers with like monster heads, but like the face masks are just for guys with my size head, and it just looks like their ears are struggling. The ears are coming forward like this, and then it's just covering their mouth. Like you see the whole it's insane. You're just like, dude, you gotta get like a children's T-shirt. It ain't working, man.
Or you get a guy with a big fluffy beard and he's got it on.
Yeah.
Or you just see the beard coming out. It's
I don't know if you understand. COVID's planting itself in your beard and growing.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's all in here.
You got to shave. Scott says use their finger like E.T. Just, you like this joke? Phone home.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it works.
Theater acting you can do with social distancing because even comedy spread apart is never good. It just isn't. It wasn't in the best of times.
Right.
Like theater, you can have people spread apart because you're not banging for laughs every 2 minutes. You know, you just be in the scene.
Right.
You know, like they don't even really have to be there.
No, for theater?
Yeah, but I think theater could work better for social distance.
Yeah, you're right. Spotty seating in a comedy club sucks ass.
It always has. I mean, but I think we're just going to have to live with it. Like I said, I'll live with that. I'll live with that before I'll live with them in their cars. Because I think unless What?
You know why it'll be different doing an outside show in this time period or doing a show where people are scattered out is because everyone in the room is aware of why it's like that.
Right. That's the difference, too.
You know what I'm saying? And when they go to the outside venue, they are aware that they're only in an outside venue because we can't be inside right now. So they're all going to be focused on a comedy show versus some of these comedy amphitheaters and outside fucking, courtyards at restaurants during a normal time when they were like, I just want to be outside. Fucking guys telling jokes.
Yeah.
Like, we're always invading their privacy.
Right.
It's like, I wanted to walk through town. I got this fucking stage set up in the middle of my main street.
Yeah, I mean, the Woodbridge show, I've already had people telling me they're already going to get tickets. Like, it was so exciting just to see something announced that's,
Mm-hmm.
I could only imagine when clubs can open, when it's like it's going to be a mad rush. I think it could, though I'm negative about it taking a while to come back, I think when it does, it could be another boom.
Right.
Like probably bigger than it was before.
Right.
Because people just like it's almost like you have to have some gratitude, be like, I just got to go out and enjoy my life. Enough of this. I may want to do this. I may want to do that because I don't know when I'm going to get locked in the house again for 3 months. Better go have some fun with this government money they're sending me.
I think it's just going to be overwhelmingly a lot of politics. Because what are we all experiencing right now? Politics, COVID,
protests. You mean the material? The material, you mean? Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to. No, it's the thing. The host has the best spot on the first shows because he could address this shit right out the gate. And
right.
And it's like, depending on how much the host does about it, it's like you almost got to just scratch off your notebook if you're sitting side stage. Like, wow.
Right.
But it seems like it would be almost weird to just start and act like life is the same. Like I was thinking about that because I'm like, let me start listening to my set and looking at my notes just to get my mind there. I'm hoping maybe there's some sort of like weird outdoor open mic I can go just talk at.
Probably not.
No, there is. There's a kid that messaged. He's trying for something, but I'm like, that's great. I would love to just get my jokes out before that big show.
Right.
I don't want that'll be 4 months. I don't want 4 months to pass, and then
Before
the first time I talk is in front of 200 people in a parking lot, having the Ralph Cramdens be like, I bribe a dus. I dus a bribe. Humana.
You know what though? When I've had long chunks off, not due to COVID,
Yeah.
Just due to shit career or depression, when I get on stage, I'm rusty. But I feel that this has a reason why we're on hold. So it's just going to be like, and we're back. Hey, man. So, woo, thank God. I don't feel like the rust is going to be there. I don't.
I think like the first, I'm thinking like the first couple minutes, you'll just feel awkward on stage. Just like the whole doing it will just feel a little weird.
I'm probably just going to go up. I would say my first time on stage, if it is in Brad's room and it does work out and it does stay there, I think I'm probably just going to go up, and I can't see myself being normal for the first 10 minutes. I'll probably just rant.
Yeah, I'm going to come up with some stuff about my experience in the quarantine.
In the moment.
And just talk about it. Like, I mean, it's like, because I feel like these are jokes that are only going to be in my act for that night or maybe one other time after that. 6 months tops.
Right.
Be like, I don't know, like, what was the one idea I thought of? I don't know if I miss comedy or miss not seeing my family.
You miss seeing your family?
No, not seeing them. I don't know if I miss comedy or miss being away.
Well, not seeing them seems like being away from your family.
Yeah, I had it worded better in my head before. I'm trying to think.
I don't know if I miss doing comedy or I miss seeing my. I don't know if I miss seeing my family, because that's the same thing. Not seeing my family and seeing my family are the same thing.
No, missing not seeing them. Oh yeah, it is the same thing. What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I know.
You know what I'm trying to say.
It's trying to say I'm sick of being with them. I wish there was more time apart.
Right. Yeah.
But you're doing it in those words.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I miss comedy or I miss not being home.
Yeah, that's bad. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could. Yeah, I don't know if I miss coming out and doing comedy or I miss not being home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
the way to word it.
See, I'm glad I'm getting it out now before that night. Came out of the gate with a Bombarooski. I need a little workshop room. There's some comics doing that. They're like, instead of doing Zoom shows, they're doing workout material shows where they're just kind of like a couple of comics working out their jokes with each other.
Right.
You got to pay to watch it. But
really?
But it doesn't get recorded. It's like it happens right there and then.
Okay.
Whether someone else is recording on another end, I don't know.
What did Matt say? He was back up?
Oh, it's a long one. Let's see what we got here. Matt, bright side of mask will teach peeps with dragon breath a lesson. I put a mask on when this all started and was like, damn, it stinks in here. Then realized it was my stank breath blowback. Oh,
I put that up. I put that out a joke. It's a little wordy. I put it up a video of that. I was like, I said the one thing about these masks, maybe it's a life lesson. Maybe it's time to learn a lesson, guys. Do you smell that? You smell that when you're doing the mask? Or do you smell that? Yeah. That's what we've been dealing with for the past for years.
Yeah.
Fix your breath.
Exactly. Yes, I said, you make me a mask that smells like bacon cookies inside, you'll have a customer for life. I'll buy that shit every week. Just sitting there smelling bacon cookies. They'd be like, Joe, pull your mask down. No, I don't want to.
You don't need a mask in here. I'm keeping it on.
Yeah. Actually, Joe, masks are illegal in here. Well, then arrest me because I want cookies. Okay? Write me a ticket, commie.
Right? Yeah, arrest me or bring me fresh baked cookies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're going to have to come up with some sort of scratch and sniff masks. No?
Nah. Is that a workshop?
Well, no, it's not. I'm just thinking they should.
We got to get them out now.
John Sanchez, did you eat dog shit today? Oh, okay. Bad, yeah.
My nephew popped in. I don't know. Sometimes you see people pop in. You're like, I don't know if you're here, if you He mistakenly stopped while you were scrolling.
Well, yeah, the other day Sean popped in and you said his name, and I guess he popped. He didn't even acknowledge you. He's like, "I'm out." Well, yeah, we talked about it. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you accidentally hit it, and they're like, "Hey," you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm out. I don't want to be involved in this."
Did you ever get like an Instagram notification and you didn't realize it was live, and you just hit it? Like, oh, is it one of my notifications for the thing I posted? And then you go, and you're like watching somebody's live, and it's just you and them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, and you're like, it's just, oh man, God.
Yeah, I did that the other night. I went live. I was like, let me just go live on Instagram. I was out on my porch late at night. I was like, let's see who's around. I just popped live. Then Scott Brennan came on. It was just me and Scott having like a phone conversation. I'm like, all right, we can end this.
Did he come in and you split it with him?
Yeah, I asked him to come in.
Okay.
But if I go live on Facebook, there's a ton of people. Instagram, not so much.
Now, you know why? Because on Facebook, it's more intrusive into your feed.
Yeah.
Instagram Live, it's up top there. I don't got to be up there.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't get there and hit that fucking button. I see what it says.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I gotta go watch that.
Yeah.
There's like two people. Like, I'll click on a couple people live. Peter Rosenberg, I'll watch him live because a lot of times he'll DJ.
Yeah.
And they'll talk for the DJs. I like that. He plays old school rap. He plays all kinds of hip hop. He'll play a lot of old school. So I'll watch that. And Nikki Glazer because I have a crush.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her. I'm going to message her. I'm going to tag
You're going to tell?
I'm going to send her a message. Say, at Mike Gaffney now, want you at Mike Gaffney now.
So go there now.
Yeah. So he told me to say that. He wants me to go back to elementary school. He wants me to tell you that he likes you.
Do you like him? You don't? I'm not going to tell him that.
Here's a piece of paper. Circle yes or no.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fold it into a triangle and shoot it like a football across the room to him. And then he'll
see. He goes, I didn't even know you could go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
See? It's up top. It's like it's where everyone's stories are. So if you don't go up there,
you can go live on TikTok. I saw too. People go live on TikTok.
You have to have X amount of followers. You can't just go live.
Okay. Yeah, that's how Facebook was at first. I remember I was given the live button like early on. I remember going live. I was like one of the first people. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I got an email said I can do it.
Got an email said I could do it, Mark Zuckerberg.
So I'm doing it. What are we doing? What are we talking about here? What's up, Dave? Dave Kuna.
Hey, what's up, buddy? So did you watch King of Staten Island, or you didn't want to buy it?
I'm going to watch it tonight.
Okay, I watched it. What came out like 1 o'clock in the morning, basically. I watched it the next night.
Yeah.
Me and my son.
I was gonna watch. We were gonna watch it last night, but we were too tired.
Right.
After the podcast, I'm probably gonna watch it. I've heard good things. I've heard only like 2 negative things.
It was good. I mean, it's good. It's a good story. It's a fun story. It was. If I had to go on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a good 7.5.
Well, I heard it's the same problem with a lot of Judd films. It's like 20 minutes too long. Like a lot of, like he always does that like 20. I think it's that when you're that famous, you get Final Cut. You just fall in love with your project, and you probably won't trim the fat as much.
All right.
Like I remember liking a lot of his movies. You're like, yeah, I like that movie, but you're like, man, if it was 20 minutes shorter, it'd be banging.
Right. Yeah, maybe this could have been shorter. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because when you know the people, like you see it all, there's a lot of people in it, dude.
Yeah, I heard Vecchione's really good in it.
Yeah. Now
I heard Burrs kills it.
I might be wrong here, but I thought Paul Verzi had a role because remember he grew out his mustache. Yeah. And I thought it was that role because he said it was for something he was doing.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in it. So I don't
cut
know.
Out. Whatever scene he did could have got cut out.
Maybe.
That happens a lot. It was a funny. I remember when on Jim and Sam when Jim played in the Irishman, he played Don Rickles.
Yeah.
And he was just worried, like, because it was such a small scene, he didn't want to get cut out. And
right.
was like like Sam was like dying for it to happen because he just wanted it to happen because they were saying like you got to feel extra bad when you get cut out of a 4-hour film, like a 2-hour film.
That's hilarious.
But if you get cut out of a 4-hour film,
on a Scorsese film that he can't cut anything out, but he found a way to cut it out.
Yeah. Jordan Ferber's here. What's up, Jordan? Man, I miss Jordan, man. He's always a fun guy to run into, man.
He's a fucking good dude.
Hell yeah, man. We should have him on the cast one night as a guest. See what's going, because he's right in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Seeing what's going on.
Brighten this up a little bit.
But I want to watch it. I'm looking forward to it.
It was good.
How's Steve Buscemi in it? That's what Matt just
asked. He's good, but he's not in it a lot.
Yeah.
Not in it a lot. Burr's in it a lot. Marissa Tomei, Pete, couple of his, like Ricky Velez was in it for a little, like a lot, but not. It's mostly Pete carried that film, man. It really was.
Yeah, well, it's his movie. I mean, it was all about him. I gave it 10 stars on IMDb and I haven't seen it yet.
Just because of Dave Cyrus asked.
Yeah. Dave's like, can you give it? I was like, of course I will. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna give my friend 10 stars
for his first motion picture he ever written.
Yeah, then I'll watch it. I'll go back and be like, hey, IMDb, can I shave 3 stars off that? I mean, I like Dave, but I mean, I think I spoke too fast.
I like Dave, but I also have integrity.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. No integrity when it comes to helping your friends. Go to all their CDs, all their podcasts, give them 5-star reviews. It's literally the least you can do.
Exactly. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I mean, there's really no spoilers. It's not. I mean, it's his story, but more. Take away the 9/11 part. It was a different fire, kind of thing. So they didn't keep it the 9/11 because then you would have to take the time backwards.
Yeah.
So they keep it to where it's 2020 kind of thing. You know what I mean? So you're caught. You're like in the time.
That's like I said a few podcasts back. It's like I think like there'll be like a thing like in Hollywood, like, hey, can we not place any movies in 2020 because we have to talk about COVID.
Right.
Like you can't be like in a bar hanging, not unless your movie has to take place from January 1st to May 13th to March 13th.
Exactly.
That's it. You can have winter 2020 movies if it's not going to be about COVID.
Right.
But COVID's got to be a little like you got to have like a little cough and someone look like be like, what? I don't know. I heard something in the news.
Yeah, someone shared a video. I don't even really watch it though, but watch out for that guy.
Yeah. That's like this show Bosch that I watch. They filmed the whole season 6 that just came out. But they had this one scene. I think they filmed it like right probably before the shutdown just to add it because like his daughter sees her boyfriend at the hospital, and he goes, he's like, yeah, I can't hang. We got a lot going on. What? We don't know. It's some sort of SARS or Ebola or something maybe. And then, but they never addressed that.
Okay.
Like, as part of the storyline, you're like, that is way too coincidental. If you said that last summer. To not keep it in. I'm like, you had to have put that in just to...
Right.
Just to make it some sort. Jordan Ferber said, there's going to be a lot more period pieces after this. Hell yeah.
What did Matt say?
Matt said he mentioned in his Netflix stand-up where he trashes Louis C.K., he mentioned the 9/11 thing, so figured it was kind of biographical. I heard it's biographical about losing a father in a fire, but everything but him. But he's not a stand-up. He wants to be a tattoo artist.
Right.
Like, I don't... you don't have to give me any spoilers. I feel like it's a movie that doesn't really matter for spoilers. It's more just like a feel-good movie.
It's a feel-good movie.
Coming-of-age type movie.
Yeah, like the girl that plays his girlfriend killed it. She crushed it. Ricky Velez was fucking funny in it. Jessica Kirsten plays a part in it.
Voss and Bonnie were in it too, right?
Voss and Bonnie were in a restaurant scene where they were like Staten Island, like Italian restaurant customers. And Derek Gaines plays a part. He's a waiter at that restaurant. I'm trying to think. I can't think of her name. So another comic plays a waitress.
I saw people bitching that it was $20 video on demand. They're like, how could it be $20? It's like, because it's a brand new movie and it's not in the theater.
Right.
Like, you would spend that easy.
And so Sarah Silverman, so somebody said it to Judd on Twitter, and Judd was responding, because it's going to go down in a couple of days. It's a new release. It's like a theater release, kind of basically in your home.
Yeah.
And then Sarah was like, and for $20, your whole family gets to watch it.
Yeah.
She comes in, she goes, see, for me, it's $20 just for me because I'm by myself. But if you have a family, everyone gets it. And then she goes, I don't know why I'm chiming in here. And I was like, because you break down things very well. Because you're $20 and your whole crew gets to watch it.
I definitely would have went and saw it in the theater, and she would have came with me, so it would cost me $50 easy.
Exactly. Easy.
Because ain't no way I'm not getting a bucket of popcorn.
And some fucking M&Ms. Or Reese's Pieces.
Hey, Joe McKeon, how's it going? Is Joey Gay in it, Jordan asked?
What's he saying?
Well, first he asked if Joey Gay is in the movie. Then he said The King of Staten Island is the movie. Yes.
Oh, is that what he was asking?
Who
was asking? No, he's not. Joey Gay was in The King of Staten Island?
He was asking.
If he was, I didn't see.
Okay. Well, I know he's
see him in it.
really good boys with Pete. I think he does some writing and stuff with him.
There was a role. There was a guy getting tattooed who could be the twin brother of fucking Craig Lloydgren.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly like Craig. Weird, that bald head.
Pete was close with Craig when he first started.
So I think that he could have had this role, but this dude was jacked up, cock like Diesel, but exactly like Craig. If you look at this dude, you're gonna be like, that Craig could have played that role.
Oh.
So I'm wondering, did they audition for it and maybe Craig didn't get it, or they just wanted someone like more muscular because the guy threatens Pete. So maybe they just wanted somebody more muscular. I don't know.
They probably needed like a SAG actor or something, right? Or
I don't know. Maybe.
Matt, I agree with you, Matt. Matt said I miss going to the movie theater and spending $64 on popcorn and soda. Me too. I never cared about the price of movies because I felt like go to one Broadway show and movies seem like a fucking easy as hell.
You ain't kidding. It's feel like a Netflix.
$300 ticket and $10 M&Ms. Yay!
And I can only eat them for 5 minutes, and then I got to get back to my seat.
Thank God my wife don't like Broadway. When I got to go to a play, I go by myself. You paying $600 for these plays? Fuck that.
Yeah, but it was a good. Hey, you know what I just started watching? Space Force on Netflix.
I was gonna watch it after that Jimmy O Yang interview that I sent you.
Yeah, it just happened to. I mean, it's like so much like it's matches up with where we're at, like in time frame, because Space Force just came out.
Do you believe they got the copyright on that before the government did? Netflix?
Really?
Yeah.
That's the thing is they don't mention Trump at all. They say POTUS every time they say him.
Well, that's good. Well, because also, that they probably don't want to give him any.
They say POTUS. At first, like the first episode when they mentioned Space Force, they laugh like it's not going to be a real day. Like, okay, and then Steve Carell becomes general for that. They have like a PR guy, but he's like their social media guy. I can't think of his name right now. I love it. Ben Schwartz. You know Ben Schwartz?
Oh, he sounds so familiar.
He, I think he might have been Parks and Rec, but maybe not. But he was in remember that show with Don Cheadle, where they were like ad agency?
Yeah.
It was Don Cheadle, the bro, what's her name? Kristen. She's married to Dax.
Yeah, the blonde broad.
Yeah, it was her and the two other guys that were like in his agency. One of them was Ben Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
He's in it. He's like their Twitter guy. He's always trying to get like the general to say cool shit.
Oh, okay.
And like it's Steve Carell and he doesn't know how to say cool shit. So
let me see if I can find a picture of Ben Schwartz. Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Right?
Yeah, I'll watch it. Matt says he thought it was a little dry, but he's going to try it a second time.
What?
Space Force.
Space isn't great. It isn't great. It's just a time killer.
Yeah.
It's not hilarious. It's not full of heat. I like Ben Schwartz makes me laugh. Steve Carell always makes me laugh. John Malkovich is really good in it. It's a fun
is
watch.
Good in everything. I love Malkovich. He's just...
And what's his name? Yang is fucking funny in it.
Yeah. He's a funny... I honestly never... I mean, I remember him from Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But
he didn't have a role. Like, he was like speaking, couldn't understand him. And just...
Yeah, but when I heard him on Rogan, he was just such a funny, likable dude. Makes you want to like see him. You know what I mean?
Right.
That story about his father was hilarious. Gets into acting, books like his first like 9 roles, and then acts with John Malkovich.
But the one thing he said in that, which was 100% relatable, is his father wasn't doing it to prove he had no worries.
Right.
His father's a fucking businessman. He's like, I'll do it. Fuck it. We do it because we need it to work out for us. He didn't care. So that like worry was gone.
I also think that's probably why performers get better as they get older and are in it longer, is you just start caring less and you just start being more free. You know, like it's like that same thing like when you're trying to date someone. If you show desperation, you ain't going to get shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I think it works the same way in what we do.
100%. Like a few years back, or like 3 years ago, when I wasn't getting a lot of work and I was desperate and I was fucking desperate. And then I got that job fixing equipment, fixing displays and shit at Target, at those Targets.
Yeah.
My manager said, watch, you're going to see the jobs come in. And he was 100% right. Once I started working and the pressure of needing the job went away, fucking every day I got an email, got a gig.
It's the truth,
It's
man.
that vibe out in the universe.
That's what I feel when we come out of this pause that we're on with our industry. Right. Fuck it, man. We just got to start going for shit. Who gives a shit anymore? Because we are funny. You know what I mean? We can do these things. It's like enough of that fucking like insecurity bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, it's holding us back.
Yeah. Can you bump your iris at all or no?
Oh, shit. You mean my brightness?
Yeah, brightness.
Exposure?
Or exposure. Do exposure. There you go.
How's that? Good?
Yeah, much better. Would John say, yeah, the impulse jokes are so raw, pure, and free. 3 out of 5 kill.
Huh?
John said, Scott McKeon said, you really are a funny guy. Yeah, man.
Better?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Now I'm already getting in the mode to come back. I'm already jotting down notes for new ideas. I feel like audiences are going to be like they'll give us some leeway. You could be up there with like your notes on the stool and be like, "Hey, guys, I've been off for 4 months. I think they'll just appreciate it more."
100%. 100%.
It was so weird. You're ghosting as you move. Wow.
Really?
Yeah. You put up your exposure or your gain?
I put up my exposure and the white brightness, and then I put this little bug light on to shine a little light over here.
Huh. I wonder why you started getting all wacky like that.
Spirits, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it is spirits. It is spirits.
What the fuck? How do you not even know that? Spirits in the backyard hanging out. There's time for the show. It's getting dark. They're coming around and hang out.
Yeah. I wish I had the internet good out in my yard. It's just too much equipment to have out there. If I
wish I had the internet good in my yard.
No, I want to be outside too instead of in the studio.
You just sounded like a half a retard saying that. I wish I had the internet good in my yard. Like,
I got to get a laptop. I got to get a MacBook Pro. I have a nice Mac.
Don't you have a laptop?
No, I just have the big Mac in here that powers it out. But if the government sends me a check, I'm going to get one.
I want to give a a shout out to. I did that thing you said with Ray Allen.
Oh yeah.
I found I did it yesterday during the day. I was like, oh shit, I forgot all about it, and I'm like hurting. So I went and I looked and I was like, yeah, let me just shoot him and you shoot an email, explain your situation. It said New York City Comics. I'm like, so I said I don't know if I'm automatically unqualified because my address is in Jersey, but I consider myself a New York Comics. I started in New York. Everything I did was New York. Yeah. I said, but I make most of my living on the road, and I lost a lot of work. And not only did I lose a lot of work, I definitely lost a lot of bookies that would have came in. That no one's booking anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I was like,
there's no future happening.
Yeah. So I said, I'm hurting. They wanted you to explain what, to be honest with you, some of my bills I don't care about. It's just I want to be able to get some groceries for the next few weeks and not think about it.
Yeah.
And last night they shot me $599.
$5.99?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, but I switched my fucking my PayPal over to like a business, so I could start like selling merch and things through that at one point.
Uh-huh.
And they take a hit. It's no longer free. It's not like your like PayPal's free. Anything that gets put on me, they take a percentage. So they took $11 out of that.
Was that so you could use your cube thing when you were doing it?
No, just so it could be. Remember when I set up that thing for my son?
Yeah.
PayPal wouldn't allow deposits from that website unless it was a business account.
Oh. You should set up a second PayPal.
I think I am gonna.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, because it hits me for money every time. Unless, like usually if you take a withdrawal, let's say, do you want it today? It's going to cost you this. If you wait 3 days, I don't have that option. It doesn't cost me anything to withdraw my money, but it costs me to put money on it.
Yeah.
Except for something came in once that was like tax-free or something like that, and they didn't hit me. But that was it. But they were there for me. I appreciate them for that. I appreciate Ray for even putting that together.
Yeah, I'm glad I remembered to tell you because, fuck it, man. Any help you can get during this time.
And I filled out one for, it says for artists, performers, and everything. It's like a big one. And I filled that out. I filled the whole thing. I haven't heard back at all yet, but they're way behind on all of those. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
If anything that comes in and can help me get through these next 2 months before maybe some normalcy comes in the fundraising game may start to open up a little more. I would say by the end of August, September, that game might start opening.
I'm hoping the fall could be big for us. Mm. Like I actually still have a fundraiser on the books in the fall that's yet to cancel. So, okay. Fingers crossed. It's been hurtful watching. Like I was supposed to headline 2 shows this past week, Wednesday, Thursday night. Right. Just seeing it come on my schedule and it not be in there, you're like, oh, I wanted that money, man. I wanted that those shows. Yeah. Like, oh.
I had 2 cruises cancel on me. One mid-August and one mid-September. They canceled on me like 2 months ago, but they said they're going to start cruising again August 1st. I'm like, can I get those back? Just put them back on the books for me.
Yeah.
They got to be gone forever?
It's probably just like any of these businesses. It's like they clear the ship, they clear the books, and then I'm going to start using my well-known guys first. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to be negative. It's going to be a daily thing where I'm going to be positive. But
there you go. I
can still think I tell myself I can still be positive about it and still do those other things. I don't have to be negative.
Realistic.
I'm being realistic. I don't have to be negative though to start thinking of other creative pursuits in the event.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't.
Correct.
See, that's what my therapist tells me. Like, I don't need to go to the negative. Like sometimes I feel like I got to push that. I have to pretend this doesn't exist for me to even do that.
You know what?
Like, why? Why can't you be positive about that and positive about that?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, lady. That's why I'm paying you to fucking come here, okay? Okay? Asking me why I don't. Because I don't. You think I want to come here and yap this shit to your face? No.
why I don't, because I don't. That's why I don't.
Because my brain don't work that way, okay? If we all did that shit normally, you would have no job. Now shut up and give me advice. And it better work or I'm blaming you.
It's like when you're in a relationship and you look for all the negatives in the relationship so you can get the fuck out of the relationship.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of going, it's not all shit.
Yeah.
It's not all shit. You don't need to shit on this relationship just so you can move on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's tough and it might not come back the way we all want it to, but you still want to create, write, and fucking film shit, then you don't need comedy to fold so you can do that.
No. Well, that's why I mentioned the theater acting before, because I was loving that before all this. Like that little side thing just for fun I was doing. But I'm like,
yeah,
I may just pursue that more, even though it's still a no-pay situation.
Right.
But it's not like I'm giving up anything to pursue it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
That was a tough thing. When I was looking at auditioning, like I already, comedy, you book 6-9 months ahead. And you're like, oh, this audition for this play, it's this play that I really want to be in. But it's like, I'd have to cancel not only the whole week of shows to do the play, but all these shows to rehearse. And I'm like, I just wasn't willing to give up the money. Now I have nothing to give up.
Right.
So I could be free to do things like that.
Right.
So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely, a lot of these sketches that I'm writing with this writing group, we'll be ready to film. We'll be ready to film some things when we're coming out of here.
What's the last one you guys did Tuesday? I didn't ask. I have a couple I'm writing. I want to write.
Well, the week before I sent you the one, it was...
quarter. It was quarter.
A quarter. What?
Yeah, a quarter. It was quarter. Did you say quarter? Is it a quarter?
Which one was a quarter? I thought a fish was... There's a fish here.
I did that. I mean, yeah, I got that one. I know that.
Wait, what was it?
That was the poker one. Then the next one, you was off because of the holiday.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I wrote for the quarter. Oh, that one they loved. And they want me to make... it was meant to be a bigger piece. You know what I did? Remember years ago I wrote that story about the guy coming into the diner with the waitress?
Yeah.
Well, I just started fresh. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this writing group to start that fresh. So I took away everything, changed their names. The only thing I kept was that a guy comes into a diner. That was the only aspect. So I wrote the first 3 pages for it's a quarter writing prompt. So I'll send that to you. You'll like it. And tomorrow's, which I wrote a rough draft. It was what was the writing prompt? It was I'll tell you right now because I had no inspiration, and then I finally just came up with something, and the writing prompt was now everything changes.
Okay.
Now you don't have to use the phrase "now everything changes."
Okay.
So what I did, just because I had nothing, was I made a 3-page script. It was like inside an MMA ring, where this guy's getting the shit beat out of him.
Right.
He's getting grounded and pounded. Like you hear the announcers describing what's going on.
Yeah.
And then he comes back to his corner, and his trainers, he knows he's losing. So he's trying to make up. He's like, why do we fight? Why do we fight? And the guy's like, because fighting's fun. Like trying to be like all positive with him.
Yeah, right.
And stuff. And then he's basically telling him what to do in order to win this fight. Like, have fun and stop being what you are. Start being what you are in a gym. So like the now everything changes is like you can either take it from the moment that the coach gave him this advice, or it in the cage. Because one of the things he says is when his eyes open wide, that means he's out of breath. He's struggling, and that's when you got to hit him more in the body. He's telling him to give him body shots. So in the ring, the fighter sees his eyes open wide. So like now everything changes maybe after that. So that's the angle I went in.
Got it. Yeah.
I was like, I had nothing. I was like, I'm trying to be like creative some way. So I wrote this, and I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's the thing, and that's what they told me in the writing group because they're like, do you like just try and be perfect sometimes? And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, you know what? I had this idea.
Yeah. That's why
no, but like perfect to the point where I won't write anything.
Right. No, I get it.
So I'm like, fuck it. I did have that idea. I didn't like the idea, but once I wrote it, it's not that bad of an idea. It's just not ready for prime time right now, the way it's written.
Right.
But the idea is good.
Got it.
You know?
I get it.
I don't know.
And he just talked himself out of it. Into Joe's head.
Did it sound good? I don't know.
Did you see what I put up when you said, what do you think is going on in my mind? That fucking, what was that? What was that? You posted that thing on Facebook. What do you think is going on in my mind?
Dude, that cracked me up, dude.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah. That one and the one James put of the nervous egg. There's like an egg frying and it's got like it's all nervous. You guys know about the book The Artist Way? I don't think I ever read The Artist Way. I've read we like that book The
Art of War.
The War of Art.
Yeah, The War of Art, right,
The War of Art, where they talk about resistance, and I've been doing pretty good with resistance.
The cat, is it the one with the cat?
The Artist's Way?
So there's one that says something the cat. What's the name of that writer's book?
In the Hat?
No, it's a writing book, bro.
Oh.
Something cat. I have 2 copies in my fucking room. You think I would remember it?
Wow. I got to check out The Artist's Way. That sounds like something I'd be into.
So the quarter one, was it a quarter?
Yeah.
Or just quarter?
Just says a quarter. So in my script, I basically, the manager yells at the waitress for coming in a quarter after 12. That was the only connection I made to the writing prompt.
Mine, I wrote, like, I haven't wrote it as a script yet, just wrote as an idea, is that with these times, with the, police brutality and stuff like that, I have a guy we come on as a cop, walking up to a car, pull the guy over. Mm-hmm. And he gets to the driver's door, to the window, and it's a black guy, and he says, what are you doing out around this late in this neighborhood? And he's like, I had to come out, I had to go to CVS, my wife's not feeling well, I had to pick her up something, and I need gas. And if I go through here about 5 blocks, there's a gas station on the other side of town. And he's like, it's a little late, though, for you to be driving out here. And he's like, yeah, but I'm out. It's like, I'm just going to the store to get something for my wife. They kind of argue back and forth. He says, get out of the car. And he slams him on the ground. And then the cop looks in and goes, you got a quarter of a tank. I knew you were full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but he has a quarter of a tank. You know what I mean? Like, that was a good enough reason for him to say he was lying.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, plop it in the thing.
I got to write. I haven't wrote it as a script. Just wrote it as a story in my notes. Mm-hmm. I got to write it out. And I got to write the other one, too, I had. It was that one and the one before that.
There's a fish here?
Yeah, that one is the poker player one.
Yeah, they love that there's a fish here. They thought that was fun.
That was the one of your brother and your father and all that, right?
No, the fish here. It's one I wrote for me and you. The extras in a Scorsese movie.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's going to be a fun one. You know what? I want to see if I can film that at Tierney's Tavern because it's got that rustic wood. If you just show the part, just have a couple guys there, a couple guys at tables.
Right.
That could be the spot to film it easy.
Absolutely.
Right? That'll be so much fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch. I have no problem ever watching a Scorsese film, but I love all of Scorsese. I want to use Scorsese techniques in that.
Right.
Like different.
Like that bar scene with them sitting at the bar talking about the heist.
Yes.
He's like,
I want to do things like that. Like
that. Yeah.
It's going to be fun. But we're at an hour, man. I'm going to wrap this up so I can go watch the Pete Davidson movie.
All right, bro. Enjoy the movie.
And we're gonna be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna try and get us a guest just to change it up. We're gonna Wednesday have a friend on, and
cool.
And we'll change it up. So I just want to remind people that July to buy my album, Impossible Human. Here is right there. It's available iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, everywhere you can get your audio. Please check it out and leave a review. I'll be performing July 18th at the Woodbridge Elks outside Woodbridge, New Jersey, and Mike will be in Vegas.
July 6th through the 12th.
July 6th through when?
The 12th.
It's July 6th through the 12th. So go check out Mike. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you on Wednesday. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.